I want to welcome you all to the podcast, One Church, One Body Revival Ministries, and anyone tuning in from the Live Better, the Jason Beck Show. We are one podcast as we are one in the body of Christ. So this episode is going to be unscripted. You have probably noticed this guy's scripted. Yes, I have to have a script. I have to have something to go by. Otherwise, I go off left field if I don't have a script that I'm going through. Hey, but sometimes we mess up even on the scripts. So, first of all, I wanted to thank all my viewers, all my listeners from the bottom of my heart. So don't click off, don't go anywhere, don't swipe left or right or any of that stuff, because I want to recap about no excuses to God, like surrender your but God moments. So I have had a couple podcast episodes where I talked about that, where I mentioned about Moses. But what I want to talk about is kind of what I'm going through right now, the moments that we go through that we don't want to go through, where it's like, well, but God, why am I going through this? Why is it the second time around, same crime ring of scammers and hackers, I fell for it. I got manipulated. I got used. $3,000 later. Car breaks down, can't afford to fix the car. Get behind on my rent. Going through the eviction proceedings. And then I ask, what are you doing? Where am I going? Because after May 13th or mid-May, where will I be? Where will I go? These are all questions I've asked God. What are you doing in my life? I know what He's doing, but to get me, okay, think of it, He has the roadmap. He may give us little bits and pieces of that roadmap, just a tiny bit. And you ask yourself, well, why does He show us things like in visions or dreams about the future that are actually about the future, about Him showing us something? And the reason why, and I know I'm kind of tying in the dream podcast along with all of that tied together. I have a point where I'm going to be getting to. Stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Oh, this is probably a good time for me to mention the sponsor of this video and a little bit about my background. You're like, well, why should we listen to this guy? We don't know nothing about him. I've gone to Bible college. I've gotten a degree in Bible and youth ministry. I've gone to seminary. I've studied under pastors and youth pastors. So that's my educational background. Served as a youth pastor in college. Also helped out in various ministries as well too. And also, that's pretty much in a nutshell. That's my background, my education, and I'm also going to mention who the sponsor of this video is. I'm my own sponsor. And just wanted to let you know that I do have some ebooks that are out that can help you if you're struggling with lust. I got a new ebook manual out, which is on my link tree, and you can find all this on my link tree. From even the EMP shield protection. Obviously not Venmo or PayPal or anything like that. If you're interested in sowing a seed through that options, just let me know. I'll put it down there in the description, in the profile. Just ask. I'm open. I'll help you out. Any questions that you have. But the Linktree account, you can get the new ebook manual. It's like 10 pages short, so it's like $5. Not much. It'll help you, with your surrendering your but God moments and help you stop making excuses to God. I'm not good enough. And that's where I want to get back into is so we're going through all this. Just shared where I'm getting evicted. I'm doing this. I'm seeing dreams. I've had visions. How God will show you little glimpses of your future. He does it so that way when it happens, it increases your faith. Well, obviously, he's not going to show you everything because he showed you everything. You might go wreck it. Let's say, for example, when my dad had a dream about my future wife, we were both praying to God. Oh, who's the right person? Where is she? What's going on? Give us some answers, clues here. Help us out, Jesus. And gave my dad a dream, and I know it is from God. There was no confusion about it. And he hands me the phone. I hang it up, and I say, it's my future wife. Everybody's looking at him like, I'm like, why did they look at you like, He's like, because she lived far away and they didn't like it. And he just looks at them and like, hey, it's his life. It's God's life. It's God's way. So my future wife is nowhere near my zip code in Houston, Texas. So, and I've dreamt too. Same woman talking on the phone, checking in on me. You obviously not nowhere around, but she has that. She understands that I'm old school too. And I think she probably would understand. Well, this guy's dealt with a lot of scammers and hackers and stuff. It's better to communicate with him on the telephone also too. It would have to be someone that's kind of old school or believes in picking up the phone, not just hey, let me text you, message you. Oh, come on, younger generation, get off of that. Just pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and call people. But I had a dream back in 2001. A little bit confusion, but I'm like, God, why would? Okay, and maybe you can help me out with this audience. I have this dream, right? I'm at my parents' house. I'm getting ready. It's really bright, and you know, um, and these two women come around the corner. First, the first woman, she has blonde hair. Her hair is up, and we know each other. We're like really good friends. I could tell we're very close because we hug each other. Obviously, if we were not close, there would be no hugging going on. You know, but we were close. The second woman comes around the corner, and I believe I embraced her. I was looking at her hair, and I think she might have styled it a little bit different, and that's why I was admiring her hair. Obviously, she did have blonde or dirty blonde. She had some blonde in her hair. You know, dirty blondish hair, long, and she had it curled and curly. It was almost like she definitely styled it, because I was admiring it. And but their faces were blurred out. Now the question is that from the enemy or is that from God? Is God shielding their faces from me? Because obviously, okay, let's say for example, one of those two blondes were a celebrity. Just putting it out there, or a big YouTuber, somebody. And I decided, oh, that's them. I'll go do this on my own accord and my timing. And he may have not revealed nothing to them, and it would have just been all. So I'm like, okay. And then I'm walking up an aisle outside. Couldn't see anybody. I was clapping. I was happy. And then I'm at a church, greeting people like a pastor. The blonde woman, she still had that same hairstyle with the curly hair, dirty blonde, um, in a woman's church suit. And then I get to an elderly woman looking over her shoulder, I look at the church pamphlet, I see the color blue, opens up, says Youth Pastor Jason Beck. While I was praying, asking, what's my calling? Well, yeah, obviously my calling is the younger generation. I got a degree in youth ministry. Still searching for that one church, and it's like, I'm not really seeing the pictures here, God. I'm sorry, if I go 10 minutes, I'll go 10 minutes. You're just going to have to hang with me. You know, a lot of you could watch part of this and then come back. You know, it'll help because we all need to increase our attention span. Would you agree that our attention span is like, weensy, 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 weensy? I'm going to start having a pop quiz on my podcast shows. And anyone that gets those right, well, include a prize, maybe a free ebook or something. You know, see if y'all are paying attention. You know, get people to actually sit through and watch and listen, and they might learn, it might help them. So I'm like, okay, God. So obviously, I went to Bible college, youth ministry. How do I get to that church? How do I become that interim youth pastor? I was talking on the telephone with someone. Now life kind of changed a little bit there, you know, from what God showed me in the dream. But could I have met my future wife back in 2001? The right person, the right partner, the kingdom spouse? Well, that depends how old she is. She is. If she's if she was 14 or 15 or 16, yeah, probably not. No, it wouldn't have worked out. I know she's white because the two women in although I saw their hands, I saw other features, so I know that they were white or Caucasian. You know, probably maybe other nationalities too, but you know, the point of the matter is when God shows us something, He plans it in His perfect timing, not ours. And sometimes we go off left field. I went off left field. I pulled a Jonah. I ended up running away. I ended up, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get into this. I'm going to fornicate. You know, I'm going to go experiment, you know, with guys in the LGBT community. Because to me, during that time, women, let me see if I get this with my accent, with my crazy Mexican character. Women, I tell you, they were el loco back then. During my time, I thought, well, women were loco and crazy and cray-cray. Oh, yes, I thought they were the El Diablo. See? Yeah, to me, women were El Diablo. Stay away from them. And that's what I did. But I've learned that not all women are like the El Diablo, which I felt back then. So I'm like, here I am. Okay, well, that being said, some women are still, yeah, I just want to run for the hills. But I do know that there are a lot of women out there that are honest and truthful and loving and independent. I love a woman that's independent. I love a woman that's not, and God knows the desire of my heart. I'm like, she's got to compliment the things that I've messed up on. You know, here I am about to lose an apartment and have to go live elsewhere. She's got to have it all together. And this is what I've learned. When God brings two people together, He doesn't bring two broken people together. He brings two complete together. It's not always they fit like a perfect glove, but they fit like a perfect glove spiritually. Meaning, they may have a lot of similarities, a lot of things in common, but one will complement the other. The other will complement the other. So they will complement each other, and they come together as one. is in one flesh in marriage. And that's crucial. You cannot just live with your God-given partner. You have to unite in a union in marriage. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. It was a little bit longer than a lot of my normal ones. But like I said, check out the Linktree account, the Linktree link. I'll leave it in the description, profile, and a lot of cool stuff. It's a way to help support the channels, help support the podcast, help support my future move as well too. So could use some help with that. I have no idea where I'm going, where I'll be staying. Just so pray for that. Lift that up in prayer and pray for the ministry that God has me doing with One Church, One Body Revival Ministry. Continue to pray for the podcast, the Live Better, the Jason Beck Show, as it kind of evolves, or I merge two podcasts into one. So we'll see how that goes. Till next time, be safe. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, all that cool stuff. God bless you, and I will catch you next time.